20 black actresses who ruined their careers in seconds. What if one moment, just a few seconds, could change an entire career? In Hollywood, fame can take decades to build, but sometimes a single decision, controversy, or public mistake can shake everything overnight. Some of these actresses were once at the top of the entertainment world, starring in blockbuster films, winning awards, and inspiring millions. Yet one headline, one scandal, or one unexpected moment shifted the narrative of their careers forever. Today we're exploring the shocking stories behind 20 black actresses whose careers changed in seconds. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to Black Excellence Legends for more powerful stories about icons, success, and the challenges behind fame. And tell us in the comments, which story surprised you the most so far? Zoe Salana. Zoe Salana is widely regarded as one of the most successful actresses of her generation, with a career that includes some of the highest-grossing films in cinematic history. Born in New Jersey and raised partly in the Dominican Republic, she began her career in dance before transitioning into acting. Early roles in films such as Center Stage, 2000, showcased her discipline and athletic background, but it was her involvement in major science fiction franchises that made her a global superstar. Salana starred as Uhura in the modern Star Trek films, Neytiri in James Cameron's Avatar series, and Gamora in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers movies. Combined, the films she has appeared in have generated over $14 billion at the global box office, making her one of the highest-grossing actors of all time. Despite this extraordinary success, one controversial project briefly cast a shadow over her reputation. In 2016, Salana portrayed legendary singer Nina Simone in the biographical drama Nina. The film faced criticism long before its release, particularly from Nina Simone's family and fans, who argued that Salana, who has a lighter complexion, did not accurately reflect Simone's appearance. The production also used makeup and prosthetics to alter her look, which intensified the backlash and sparked wider conversations about colorism and representation in Hollywood. Although Salana defended the project during its release, she later publicly acknowledged that taking the role had been a mistake. In interviews years later, she admitted that the criticism made her reflect deeply on the importance of authenticity in storytelling. She explained that portraying cultural icons requires sensitivity, context, and respect for historical legacy. However, the controversy did not erase her broader accomplishments. Salana continued starring in major franchises, including the record-breaking Avatar: The Way of Water, 2022, which earned more than $2.3 billion worldwide. Her ability to move between blockbuster entertainment and character-driven storytelling has allowed her career to remain strong despite moments of criticism. What makes Salana's story compelling is not just the controversy, but how she responded to it. Instead of ignoring criticism, she acknowledged the lessons learned and used the experience to advocate for more thoughtful casting decisions in Hollywood. Her journey highlights a powerful truth about the entertainment industry. Even the most successful stars can face difficult moments, but growth and accountability can transform mistakes into opportunities for reflection and progress. Halle Berry. Halle Berry is one of the most influential actresses in modern Hollywood, known not only for her beauty and talent, but also for breaking barriers in an industry that has historically offered limited opportunities for Black women. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, Berry began her career in modeling and beauty pageants before transitioning into acting in the late 1980s. Over time, she built a reputation for delivering emotionally powerful performances in films such as Boomerang, 1992, Introducing Dorothy Dandridge, 1999, and Monsters Ball, 2001. Her role in Monsters Ball made history. In 2002, Berry became the first Black woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress, an achievement that many considered a milestone for representation in Hollywood. During her emotional acceptance speech, She acknowledged that the moment represented hope for future generations of actresses who had long been overlooked by the industry. However, even an Oscar-winning career can face unexpected setbacks. In 2004, Berry starred in the superhero film Catwoman, which was expected to become a major franchise. Instead, the movie became one of the most criticized comic book films ever released. Produced with a budget of around $100 million, it earned approximately $82 million worldwide, falling short of expectations and receiving overwhelmingly negative reviews. Critics targeted everything from the storyline to the special effects, and Berry herself received the Razzie Award for Worst Actress. In a rare display of humor and humility, Berry attended the Razzie ceremony in person to accept the award. Holding her Oscar in one hand and the Razzie in the other, she joked about the unpredictability of the film industry. The moment demonstrated her ability to face criticism openly rather than avoiding it. Importantly, the failure of Catwoman did not end her career. Berry continued to appear in major productions, including the X-Men series, the action film John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum, and later projects in which she also worked behind the camera as a director. Over the years, she has remained a prominent advocate for diversity and stronger roles for women in film. Halle Berry's story shows how quickly public opinion can shift in Hollywood. A single project can attract intense criticism, even for a respected performer. Yet her resilience proves that a career is rarely defined by one mistake. Instead, perseverance, self-confidence, and a willingness to keep evolving often matter far more than any single moment in the spotlight. Vivica A. Fox. Vivica A. Fox built her reputation in Hollywood through charisma, versatility, and a work ethic that kept her relevant for decades. Born in Indiana and raised in California, Fox began her career in the entertainment industry during the late 1980s. Her earliest appearances included roles in soap operas such as Days of Our Lives and Generations, where she gradually gained experience in front of the camera. These early performances helped her develop the confidence and screen presence that would later define her rise in mainstream film. Fox's breakthrough came during the 1990s, a decade that transformed her into one of the most recognizable Black actresses in Hollywood. She starred in the global blockbuster Independence Day, 1996, which grossed over $817 million worldwide and became one of the biggest films of the decade. That same year, she appeared in Set It Off, a crime drama featuring a powerful ensemble cast, including Jada Pinkett Smith, Queen Latifah, and Kimberly Elise. The film gained critical praise for portraying complex female characters navigating hardship, and Fox's performance added emotional depth to the story. Her success continued with projects such as Soul Food, 1997, which celebrated the importance of family and cultural traditions. Fox quickly became known for playing strong, confident women who balanced toughness with vulnerability. Throughout the 2000s, she continued appearing in films, television series, and reality programs, maintaining a consistent presence in entertainment. In recent years, however, public conversations about Fox have sometimes shifted away from her acting achievements toward discussions about her appearance and personal life. Social media scrutiny, particularly regarding aging and body image, has sparked debates among fans. Some critics have commented on her changing looks or speculated about cosmetic procedures, while others defend her right to age naturally without constant judgment. Fox herself has responded with humor and confidence, often reminding audiences that longevity in Hollywood is an accomplishment in itself. Having worked in the industry for more than 3 decades, she continues acting, producing, and mentoring younger performers. Vivica A. Fox's story highlights an important truth about celebrity culture. Public attention can shift quickly from celebrating achievements to criticizing personal choices. Yet her enduring career reflects resilience and adaptability. Instead of allowing outside opinions to define her legacy, she continues pursuing creative work and embracing the wisdom that comes with experience. Her journey serves as a reminder that success in Hollywood is not just about fame, it is about persistence, reinvention, and the courage to keep moving forward. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson is one of the most influential figures in modern music and entertainment. Born into the legendary Jackson family, she grew up surrounded by global fame thanks to the success of her brother Michael Jackson and the rest of the Jackson siblings. However, Janet did far more than simply inherit fame. She built an extraordinary career of her own, becoming a cultural icon whose music, choreography, and visual style shaped pop and R&B for generations. Her rise to superstardom began in the mid-1980s with the release of Control, 1986, an album that established her as an independent artist with a distinct voice. The project produced several hit singles and sold millions of copies worldwide. She followed it with Rhythm Nation, 1814, 1989, a groundbreaking album that addressed social issues such as racism and poverty while delivering chart-topping music. Over the course of her career, Jackson has sold over 100 million records globally, making her one of the best-selling artists of all time. Despite decades of success, a single moment dramatically altered the trajectory of her public image. During the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show, Jackson performed alongside Justin Timberlake in front of more than 140 million viewers, one of the largest television audiences in American history. At the end of their performance, a wardrobe malfunction briefly exposed part of Jackson's breast on live television. The incident instantly became one of the most talked about moments in broadcast history and was widely labeled Nipplegate. Although the moment lasted only seconds, the consequences were significant. Jackson faced intense media criticism and was disinvited from the Grammy Awards that year. Many radio stations temporarily stopped playing her music, and her album, Demita Joe, released shortly after the controversy, struggled commercially compared to her earlier successes. Interestingly, critics later noted that Timberlake faced far less backlash, sparking ongoing debates about gender bias and the unequal treatment of female artists. Over time, public perception of the incident has evolved. Many observers now view the backlash as disproportionate and reflective of broader societal double standards. Jackson herself continued performing, touring, and recording music, proving that her influence extended far beyond a single controversy. Janet Jackson's legacy ultimately rests on her groundbreaking contributions to music, dance, and visual storytelling. Her career demonstrates how quickly public opinion can change, yet it also reveals the strength required to endure controversy while continuing to inspire millions of fans around the world. Toya Jackson. Toya Jackson grew up in one of the most famous families in music history, but carving out her own path proved far more complicated than many people expected. As a member of the legendary Jackson family, she was surrounded by global fame from an early age. While her siblings, especially Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, dominated the music charts, Toya attempted to build a career of her own as a singer, television personality, and entertainer. During the 1980s, she released several albums and appeared regularly on television. Songs like Heart Don't Lie gained moderate success, and she also became a recognizable public figure through interviews and stage performances. However, her career took a dramatic turn in 1991 when she released a controversial memoir titled Toya, Growing Up in the Jackson Family. In the book, she made serious allegations about her father Joe Jackson's behavior, describing what she said was an abusive upbringing. The memoir immediately sparked headlines around the world. For many fans of the Jackson family, the accusations were shocking. Some believe Toya was courageously speaking out about painful experiences, while others accused her of exploiting family drama for publicity. The controversy created a deep rift between Toya and several members of her family at the time. Things became even more complicated in 1993 when Michael Jackson faced highly publicized allegations involving a child abuse investigation. During that period, LaToya publicly supported the claims against her brother, which further intensified criticism from fans who remained loyal to Michael. These events damaged her public image and made it difficult for her music career to regain momentum. Over time, however, LaToya's relationship with her family gradually improved. In later interviews, she explained that some of her earlier public statements were influenced by difficult personal circumstances, including a controlling marriage. After leaving that relationship in the late 1990s, she began reconnecting with her siblings and rebuilding her life. In recent years, LaToya has appeared on various reality shows and entertainment programs, including The Masked Singer, where audiences welcomed her warmly. While she never achieved the same musical success as her superstar siblings, her story remains an example of how complicated fame can become when personal struggles unfold in public. LaToya Jackson's journey reminds us that celebrity lives often involve pressures few people truly understand. Mistakes, misunderstandings, and painful family conflicts can shape a public reputation, but reconciliation and personal growth are always possible, even after years of controversy. Faust. Faust became widely known to audiences through reality television, particularly her role on the VH1 series Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Born Oluremi Fela James in 1972, she gained attention as the longtime partner of music producer Stevie J, one of the show's central figures. Her story quickly became one of the most talked about narratives on the program, combining personal drama, relationships, and the challenges of raising a daughter while navigating fame. Before entering the spotlight, Mimi's life was far from easy. She has openly spoken about her difficult childhood, including her experiences growing up around Scientology, which she says created emotional distance between her and her mother. At the age of 13, she reportedly left the church after being labeled a freeloader, an experience that deeply affected her. Mimi also did not meet her biological father until she was 16, a moment that helped her reconnect with part of her identity. Her appearance on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta introduced her to a national audience and quickly made her one of the most recognizable personalities on the show. The series became a massive hit for VH1, drawing millions of viewers and turning several cast members into pop culture figures. However, Mimi's reputation faced serious controversy in 2014 when an explicit video involving her and then boyfriend, Nico London, surfaced online. At first, Mimi claimed the footage had been leaked without her consent. Later, it was revealed that the video had been intentionally produced and sold to an adult entertainment company. Reports suggested the project generated over $100,000, but the revelation sparked heavy criticism from viewers and media outlets. The situation damaged her public image, especially because many fans had seen her as a devoted mother trying to maintain dignity amid the chaos of reality television. Critics argued that the decision contradicted the persona she had previously presented on the show. Despite the backlash, Mimi continued appearing on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and gradually shifted her focus toward entrepreneurship and parenting. Over time, she has worked to rebuild her reputation and maintain a more balanced public image. Mimi Faust's story illustrates how quickly fame in the reality television world can change. A single decision, especially when amplified by social media, can reshape how millions of people view a public figure. Yet her journey also reflects resilience, showing that even after intense public criticism, it is possible to move forward and redefine one's narrative. Solange Knowles. Solange Knowles has always lived in the shadow of enormous fame, yet she spent her career proving she was far more than simply Beyoncé's younger sister. Born in Houston, Texas in 1986, Solange began performing at an early age. While still a teenager, she worked as a backup dancer for Destiny's Child before eventually launching her own career as a singer, songwriter, and actress. Over time, she developed a distinct artistic identity built around creativity, independence, and experimental music that set her apart from mainstream pop. Her acting career included roles in films such as Johnson Family Vacation, 2004, and Bring It On, All or Nothing, 2006. However, it was her music that truly defined her path. Albums like A Seat at the Table, 2016, received widespread critical acclaim and debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, establishing Solange as an important voice in contemporary R&B. The project also earned her a Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance, proving she had carved out a powerful artistic space on her own terms. Despite these achievements, one unexpected moment threatened to overshadow her work. In May 2014, after the Met Gala in New York City, surveillance footage surfaced showing Solange involved in a physical altercation with her brother-in-law Jay-Z inside an elevator. The video, leaked to the public, quickly spread across the internet and became one of the most discussed celebrity incidents of the year. In the footage, Solange appeared visibly upset as she shouted and swung at Jay-Z while a security guard attempted to restrain her. The incident triggered intense media speculation. Fans and commentators debated what may have caused the confrontation, but the family never publicly revealed the details. Shortly after the video surfaced, Solange, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z released a joint statement acknowledging that the family had worked through the situation privately and moved forward. Although the moment generated global headlines, Solange continued building a respected career in music and visual art. She later released the album When I Get Home, 2019, which further showcased her experimental approach to sound and storytelling. Solange Knowles' story highlights how quickly a single moment can dominate public attention, even when it does not define a person's full body of work. While the elevator incident sparked controversy, it did not erase her creativity or influence. Instead, her journey reminds audiences that artists, like anyone else, can face difficult moments while still continuing to grow, create, and redefine their legacy. Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash first gained widespread recognition in the 1990s, becoming a pop culture figure thanks to her role as Dion Davenport in the hit teen comedy Clueless, 1995. Born in the Bronx, New York, Dash entered the entertainment industry in the 1980s with appearances in television shows and music videos. However, it was Clueless that transformed her into a household name. The film became a defining teen comedy of its era and later inspired a successful television series where Dash reprised her role. For many years, Dash enjoyed steady work in film and television. She appeared in movies such as Renaissance Man and Moving, as well as numerous TV programs. Her glamorous image and comedic timing helped her remain a recognizable figure in Hollywood throughout the late 1990s and early 2000s. However, Dash's career took a sharp turn when she shifted from acting into political commentary. In 2014, she joined Fox News as a contributor, where she frequently shared controversial opinions about politics, race, and culture in the United States. Several of her statements sparked backlash, particularly from audiences who felt her views were dismissive of issues affecting Black communities. One of her most criticized comments came in 2016, when she suggested that Black History Month should be eliminated and argued against certain organizations dedicated to promoting racial equality. The remarks generated widespread criticism on social media and in entertainment circles. For many fans who had admired her earlier acting work, the statements were surprising and damaging to her public image. In addition to her political commentary, Dash also faced personal struggles that further affected her career. Reports of legal issues and public controversies added to the challenges surrounding her reputation in Hollywood. Despite these setbacks, Dash has occasionally spoken about reflecting on her past decisions. In recent years, she has acknowledged that some of her earlier comments created division and expressed a desire to focus on personal growth. Stacey Dash's journey demonstrates how quickly a public figure's reputation can change. While her acting career once made her a beloved face of 1990s entertainment, later choices shifted the narrative surrounding her legacy. At the same time, her story serves as a reminder that public figures, like everyone else, are capable of learning from mistakes and evolving over time. Felicia "Snoop" Pearson. Felicia "Snoop" Pearson's life story is one of the most unusual journeys in modern television. Born in Baltimore, Maryland in 1980, Pearson experienced a difficult childhood shaped by poverty and violence. At just 14 years old, she was involved in a tragic altercation that resulted in the death of another teenager, and she served time in prison. After her release, she tried to rebuild her life, determined not to be defined solely by her past. Her path changed unexpectedly when she met actor Michael K. Williams in a nightclub. Williams, who played Omar Little on HBO's critically acclaimed series The Wire, was struck by Pearson's authenticity and introduced her to the show's creators. This encounter led to one of the most memorable roles in the series. Pearson portrayed the cold and fearless enforcer, Snoop Pearson, a character so convincing that many viewers assumed she had years of acting experience. In reality, The Wire marked her major acting debut. The series, which aired from 2002 to 2008, is widely considered one of the greatest television dramas ever made. Pearson's performance became iconic because of her calm yet intimidating presence. Her character appeared in the later seasons and quickly became a fan favorite for her chilling realism. For a time, it seemed like Pearson had turned her life around and found a new career in entertainment. However, her journey was not without setbacks. In 2011, Pearson was arrested as part of a large federal investigation targeting a drug trafficking network in Baltimore. Authorities alleged that she had financial connections to individuals involved in illegal distribution activities. Although Pearson denied major involvement, the legal situation damaged her reputation and brought negative attention back to her past. Despite these challenges, Pearson has continued trying to rebuild her life. She has appeared in smaller film projects, written a memoir titled Grace After Midnight, and spoken publicly about the realities of growing up in violent neighborhoods. Her story highlights how difficult it can be to escape the circumstances of one's past, even after achieving fame. Felicia Pearson's life reminds audiences that success does not always erase personal struggles. Yet her willingness to share her experiences, both good and bad, offers an important message. Redemption is rarely a straight path, but every step toward change still matters. Mo'Nique. Mo'Nique built her reputation as one of the most powerful comedic voices in American entertainment before transitioning into dramatic acting with remarkable success. Born Mo'Nique Angela Hicks in Baltimore, Maryland, she first rose to prominence in the late 1990s through stand-up comedy and television appearances. Her bold personality and fearless humor quickly made her a standout performer. Her popularity grew further when she starred in the sitcom The Parkers, 1999 to 2004, alongside Countess Vaughn. The show became a major hit on UPN and showcased Mo'Nique's ability to blend comedy with heartfelt storytelling. Her character, Nikki Parker, was beloved for her confidence and larger-than-life energy, helping solidify Mo'Nique as one of television's most recognizable comedic stars. However, her career reached a completely new level in 2009 with the film Precious, directed by Lee Daniels. In the movie, Mo'Nique delivered a deeply intense performance as Mary Lee Johnston, the abusive mother of the film's protagonist. Critics praised her performance for its raw, emotional power, and the role earned her numerous awards, including the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, as well as a Golden Globe and a BAFTA. Many believed this Oscar win would open the door to an even bigger Hollywood career. Instead, controversy soon followed. During the film's promotional campaign, Mo'Nique refused to attend certain events, such as the Cannes Film Festival, because she said the studio did not offer additional payment for those appearances. In Hollywood, promotional participation is often expected even without extra compensation, and her decision reportedly frustrated several industry figures. Afterward, Monique claimed she was blacklisted in Hollywood for refusing to play the game. She publicly criticized influential figures in the industry, including Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels, saying they did not support her when she felt she was being treated unfairly. Years later, Monique became involved in another public dispute when she called for a boycott of Netflix, arguing that the company offered her a significantly lower payment for a comedy special compared to other performers. She framed the issue as one involving both gender and racial inequality. Although the controversies slowed her mainstream acting opportunities for a time, Monique continued performing stand-up comedy and eventually returned to film roles. Her story illustrates the complex balance between artistic integrity and industry expectations. Ultimately, Monique's journey highlights an important truth about fame. Sometimes standing up for personal principles can come at a professional cost, but it can also spark conversations that challenge the system itself. Janet Hubert. Janet Hubert became widely known to television audiences as the original Aunt Vivian Banks on the hit sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which premiered in 1990 and quickly became one of the most popular shows of the decade. Born in Chicago in 1956, Hubert was already an accomplished stage actress before her television breakthrough. She trained in ballet and theater and performed in Broadway productions such as Cats and Sophisticated Ladies, building a reputation as a talented performer long before stepping into the Banks family mansion on television. When The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air debuted, Hubert's portrayal of Aunt Vivian stood out. She played the character as intelligent, elegant, and fiercely protective of her family. Fans appreciated her strong presence, and she became one of the emotional anchors of the show during its early seasons. However, behind the scenes, tensions reportedly developed between Hubert and the show's star, Will Smith, who was at the very beginning of his acting career. By the time the third season was produced in 1993, Hubert's role on the series had been reduced, and she ultimately left the show. The character of Aunt Vivian was then recast with actress Daphne Maxwell Reid, creating one of the most noticeable cast changes in sitcom history. For many years, rumors circulated about what truly happened behind the scenes. Hubert later claimed that negative comments from Smith during interviews harmed her reputation in Hollywood and contributed to her difficulties finding new acting opportunities. Meanwhile, Smith admitted in later years that he was young and inexperienced at the time and may not have handled the situation properly. For decades, the conflict remained unresolved, becoming one of television's most famous behind-the-scenes feuds. Then in 2020, during the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion special, Hubert and Smith finally met face-to-face to discuss the past. Their emotional conversation revealed how deeply the situation had affected both of them, and the two publicly reconciled after nearly 30 years. Janet Hubert's story shows how conflicts within the entertainment industry can shape careers in ways that audiences rarely see. Yet her reconciliation with Smith also demonstrates the power of forgiveness and honest conversation. Sometimes healing old wounds can be just as meaningful as the success that once created them. Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is widely regarded as one of the most influential voices in modern music, blending hip-hop, soul, and R&B into a style that reshaped the industry. Born in New Jersey in 1975, Hill first rose to fame as a member of the groundbreaking group The Fugees, alongside Wyclef Jean and Pras Michel. Their 1996 album, The Score, became a massive success, selling more than 18 million copies worldwide and earning multiple Grammy Awards. But Hill's greatest achievement came when she launched her solo career. In 1998, she released The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, an album that instantly became a cultural phenomenon. The record debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, sold over 19 million copies globally, and won 5 Grammy Awards in one night, including Album of the Year. Hill became the first hip-hop artist to win that prestigious category, cementing her place in music history. Despite such extraordinary success, Hill's career took a complicated turn in the years that followed. She gradually stepped away from the spotlight, focusing on raising her children and living a more private life. During that time, she earned significant income from her earlier music, but did not file federal taxes on those earnings. In 2012, Hill was charged with tax evasion for failing to pay taxes on approximately $1.8 million earned between 2005 and 2007. She later pleaded guilty to the charges and in 2013 was sentenced to 3 months in federal prison, followed by several months of home confinement and supervised release. The case shocked many fans, as Hill had long been seen as a socially conscious artist who spoke about justice and empowerment in her music. After serving her sentence, Hill returned to performing and continued touring internationally. Although she never released another full studio album on the scale of The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, her influence remained enormous. Many modern artists cite her as a major inspiration, and her songs continue to resonate with new generations. Lauryn Hill's story highlights the complicated relationship between fame, personal choices, and responsibility. Even the most celebrated artists can face difficult consequences for mistakes. Yet her legacy reminds audiences that true artistic impact often goes beyond controversy, lasting through the power of music that continues to inspire people around the world. Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales built her reputation as a bold, outspoken voice in entertainment, blending comedy, acting, and activism into a unique career path. Born in Los Angeles in 1981 and raised partly in Florida, Seales began her career in the arts at a young age. She first appeared as a child performer in the Nickelodeon sitcom My Brother and Me in the mid-1990s. But her rise to wider recognition came years later through stand-up comedy, hosting, and television acting. Many viewers came to know Seales for her role as Tiffany Dubois on HBO's critically acclaimed series Insecure. The show, created by Issa Rae, explored the complexities of modern Black life and relationships, and Seales' character added humor and perspective to the story. Her performance helped expand her audience and solidify her reputation as a sharp, comedic talent. Outside of acting, Seales became known for speaking openly about social issues, particularly those affecting Black communities and women. She used platforms like podcasts, interviews, and social media to address topics such as racism, gender inequality, and cultural identity. Her direct communication style gained her a loyal following, but it also made her a polarizing figure in entertainment circles. Over time, some critics began labeling Seales as difficult or unlikable, particularly after she publicly challenged industry institutions and questioned the lack of recognition she received at certain award shows. In interviews, she expressed disappointment that organizations intended to uplift Black artists had not acknowledged her contributions. These tensions occasionally placed her at the center of online debates. Some commentators praised her courage for speaking openly about systemic issues, while others argued that her confrontational tone might have hurt professional opportunities. Despite the criticism, Seales has continued to perform stand-up comedy, host cultural discussions, and advocate for causes she believes in. Rather than retreating from public conversation, she has doubled down on her commitment to honesty and social commentary. Amanda Seales' journey reflects the complicated balance between activism and entertainment. In an industry that often rewards silence and conformity, outspoken voices sometimes face backlash. Yet her career demonstrates that authenticity can still resonate with audiences who value courage and conviction. Her story raises an important question. In the world of entertainment, should artists focus solely on their craft, or do they also carry a responsibility to speak out about the issues shaping society? Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown emerged in the mid-1990s as one of the most prominent female voices in hip-hop, bringing a bold attitude and confident lyrical style that helped define an era of rap music. Born Inga DeCarlo Fung Marchand in Brooklyn, New York in 1978, she entered the music industry as a teenager and quickly attracted attention for her commanding delivery and distinctive presence. Her career took off in 1996 when she signed with Def Jam Recordings and released her debut album, Il Na Na. The album debuted at number 7 on the Billboard 200 and was later certified platinum, selling over 1 million copies in the United States. Foxy Brown quickly became a major force in hip-hop, collaborating with high-profile artists including Jay-Z, Nas, and the hip-hop supergroup The Firm. She followed her debut with additional projects such as China Doll, 1999, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, making her one of the few female rappers at the time to achieve that milestone. Her music combines sharp, lyrical confidence with commercial appeal, helping her maintain a strong presence on the charts. However, as her fame grew, personal and legal troubles began to overshadow her musical achievements. Throughout the early 2000s, Foxy Brown became involved in a series of legal incidents, including assault accusations and disputes that resulted in multiple court appearances. One of the most widely reported cases occurred in 2004, when she was involved in an altercation at a nail salon that eventually led to legal consequences. In addition to these challenges, Foxy Brown also faced serious health issues. She temporarily lost her hearing due to a sudden medical condition, which forced her to step away from recording and performing while she underwent treatment and recovery. For a performer whose career depended heavily on music production and live performance, this setback created significant obstacles. Although she later returned to releasing music and making public appearances, the combination of legal difficulties and health struggles disrupted the momentum of her once dominant career. Foxy Brown's story reflects the fragile balance between fame and personal responsibility. Talent alone does not guarantee longevity in the entertainment industry. For many artists, maintaining success requires navigating pressure, public scrutiny, and personal challenges all at once. Even so, her early contributions to hip-hop remain influential. She helped pave the way for future generations of female rappers who continue to shape the genre today. Kimberly Elise. Kimberly Elise built a reputation in Hollywood as one of the most emotionally powerful actresses of her generation. Born in Minnesota in 1967, she began her acting career in the mid-1990s and quickly gained recognition for her ability to portray complex, deeply human characters. Her breakout role came in the 1996 crime drama Set It Off, where she starred alongside Jada Pinkett Smith, Queen Latifah, and Vivica A. Fox. The film became a cultural classic and showcased Elise's talent for delivering performances filled with intensity and vulnerability. Her career continued to rise through the early 2000s. She appeared in films such as Beloved, 1998, with Oprah Winfrey and Danny Glover, and later delivered a memorable performance in Tyler Perry's Diary of a Mad Black Woman, 2005. Over time, Elise became known for portraying resilient women facing difficult circumstances, earning respect from audiences and critics alike. Her acting style emphasized emotional authenticity rather than glamour, which helped her stand out in an industry often focused on image. However, her public reputation faced controversy in 2022 following a social media post about the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Elise shared a photo of a newborn baby while praising the ruling, writing that millions of babies would be saved. The message quickly sparked debate online. Supporters applauded her for expressing her personal beliefs, while critics argued that the post ignored the complex realities surrounding reproductive rights. The discussion escalated across social media platforms, and Elise became a trending topic as people debated the issue. In response to the intense reactions, she eventually disabled comments on her post. While the controversy did not erase her past achievements, it changed how some audiences perceived her public image. Since then, Elise has focused more on sharing spiritual and motivational messages online, often discussing faith, wellness, and personal growth. She has continued appearing in films and television projects, though she has taken a quieter approach to public life. Kimberly Elise's story highlights how quickly public opinion can shift in the digital age. A single post can ignite nationwide debate, especially when it touches on sensitive social issues. Yet her journey also reflects a broader truth. Actors, like all individuals, bring their own beliefs and values into the public sphere. Balancing personal expression with public scrutiny remains one of the most challenging aspects of modern celebrity. Brandy Norwood. Brandy Norwood, often known simply as Brandy, became one of the most recognizable voices of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Born in Mississippi in 1979 and raised in California, she began performing at a young age and quickly gained attention for her powerful voice and natural charisma. Her self-titled debut album, released in 1994, introduced the world to a young singer with a distinctive tone and mature vocal style. The album sold millions of copies and produced hit singles such as I Wanna Be Down and Baby, launching her career in both music and television. Brandy's popularity expanded even further when she starred in the sitcom Moesha, which aired from 1996 to 2001. The show became a major success on the UPN network and made Brandy a household name among younger audiences. During the same period, she continued releasing successful music, including the Grammy-winning duet The Boy Is Mine with Monica in 1998, which spent 13 consecutive weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. However, her career faced a devastating moment in December 2006. While driving on a Los Angeles freeway, Brandy's vehicle was involved in a multi-car accident that resulted in the tragic death of a 38-year-old woman named Awatef Abudihaj. The incident became a major news story and deeply affected Brandy both personally and professionally. Authorities investigated the accident and initially recommended charges of vehicular manslaughter. After reviewing the evidence, prosecutors concluded there was insufficient proof to secure a conviction and decided not to file criminal charges. Nevertheless, the victim's family filed a civil lawsuit seeking $50 million in damages, and the case was later settled out of court. The tragedy had a profound emotional impact on Brandy. In later interviews, she described the experience as one of the darkest periods of her life, explaining that the grief and guilt left her struggling with depression and self-doubt. For a time, she stepped away from the spotlight while focusing on healing and rebuilding her life. Over the years, Brandy gradually returned to music, television, and acting. She released new albums, appeared in Broadway productions like Chicago, and even returned to television projects and film roles. Despite the painful chapter in her life, she has continued performing and inspiring fans around the world. Brandy Norwood's journey shows how a single tragic event can alter a career and personal life forever. Yet it also reveals the strength required to confront hardship, seek healing, and keep moving forward despite unimaginable circumstances. Maya Campbell. Maya Campbell once stood at the edge of a bright and promising career in Hollywood. Born in 1976 in Maryland, she grew up surrounded by creativity. Her mother, Bebe Moore Campbell, was a respected author and journalist. From an early age, Maya showed talent for acting, and by the mid-1990s, she had become a recognizable face on television. Her breakout role came in the sitcom In the House, 1995 to 1999, where she starred alongside LL Cool J and Debbie Allen. Playing the character Tiffany Warren, Campbell quickly gained popularity among young audiences. Her natural charm and comedic timing made her one of the most memorable performers on the show. For a time, it seemed like Maya Campbell's career was only beginning to grow. She appeared in other television programs such as South Central, Sister, and Thea, building a steady reputation as a talented young actress. Hollywood insiders believe she had the potential to transition into major film roles. However, behind the scenes, Campbell was battling serious personal challenges. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a mental health condition that can cause extreme mood swings and emotional instability. Managing the condition proved difficult, especially under the pressure of public life. Over time, Campbell also struggled with substance abuse, which made her situation even more complicated. In the early 2000s, her legal troubles and personal difficulties began to appear in headlines. Several arrests and public incidents followed, and her acting career gradually faded from the spotlight. Fans who remembered her as the cheerful teenager from In the House were shocked to see how drastically her life had changed. One particularly disturbing moment occurred when a video surfaced online showing Campbell in a vulnerable state at a gas station in Georgia, apparently asking strangers for substances. The footage sparked widespread concern rather than ridicule. Many fans, as well as former colleagues like LL Cool J, publicly expressed their hope that she would receive help and support. Maya Campbell's story is not simply about a career lost. It is also about the importance of compassion and understanding when someone struggles with mental health challenges. Her journey reminds us that fame does not protect anyone from personal battles. Behind every celebrity headline is a human being dealing with real struggles. While her acting career never reached the heights many expected, Maya Campbell's story continues to resonate with audiences as a reminder that empathy, support, and awareness of mental health issues are more important than judgment. Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson's journey in entertainment is one of extraordinary triumph, followed by unimaginable tragedy. Born in Chicago in 1981, Hudson first captured national attention as a contestant on American Idol in 2004. Although she finished 7th in the competition, her powerful voice left a lasting impression on viewers and industry professionals alike. Her true breakthrough came in 2006 when she starred in the film adaptation of the Broadway musical Dreamgirls. Playing Effie White, Hudson delivered a performance so powerful that it earned her widespread critical acclaim. She went on to win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, along with a Golden Globe, BAFTA, and Screen Actors Guild Award. The success instantly transformed her into one of Hollywood's most promising talents. Hudson continued building her career with music and acting projects, releasing albums and appearing in films such as Sex and the City and The Secret Life of Bees. Yet in October 2008, her life changed forever in a tragedy that shocked the entire world. That month, Hudson's mother, Darnell Donnerson, and her brother, Jason Hudson, were found murdered in their Chicago home. Days later, the body of her 7-year-old nephew, Julian King, was discovered in an abandoned SUV. The crimes devastated the Hudson family and left fans across the globe heartbroken. Authorities eventually arrested William Balfour, the estranged husband of Hudson's sister, Julia. After a highly publicized trial, he was found guilty in 2012 and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Despite the legal resolution, the emotional scars from the tragedy were profound. Jennifer Hudson took time away from the public eye to grieve and heal. Many wondered if she would ever return to the stage that had once brought her so much joy. Remarkably, she did. Over time, Hudson slowly resumed performing, channeling her pain into music and charitable work. In 2011, she and her sister established the Hudson King Foundation for Families of Slain Victims, an organization dedicated to helping families who have experienced similar tragedies. Jennifer Hudson's career proves that even in the face of unimaginable loss, resilience and hope can still shine through. Her voice continues to inspire millions, not only because of its power, but because it carries the strength of a woman who refused to let tragedy define the rest of her life. Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks entered the music industry as one of the most talked about new voices of the early 2000s. Born in Harlem, New York in 1991, she first gained major attention in 2011 with her viral single, 212. The track became an international hit, praised for its sharp lyrics and energetic production, and quickly positioned Banks as an exciting new talent in hip-hop and electronic music. Critics admired her ability to blend rap, house, and dance music into a unique sound that felt both experimental and commercial. Her debut studio album, Broke with Expensive Taste, was eventually released in 2014 and received generally positive reviews from critics, who highlighted her creativity and lyrical confidence. Many industry observers believe Banks had the potential to become one of the defining artists of her generation. However, her career soon became overshadowed by a series of public controversies that shifted attention away from her music. Banks became known for frequent arguments on social media with other celebrities, musicians, and fans. Some of her comments were widely criticized as offensive or inflammatory. One major backlash occurred when she made remarks targeting members of the global K-pop industry, including comments directed at BTS star Jungkook. The statement sparked outrage among fans around the world and quickly went viral online. The incident added to a pattern of controversies that had already affected her professional relationships in the music industry. Several collaborations and festival appearances were reportedly canceled following online disputes. As a result, conversations about Banks increasingly focused on her behavior rather than her artistic output. Despite these challenges, Banks has continued releasing music independently and performing live. Supporters often point out that her talent and creativity remain undeniable, even if her outspoken personality has sometimes created obstacles in her career. Azealia Banks' story highlights how powerful and sometimes destructive social media can be for modern artists. In today's entertainment world, public statements can travel instantly across the globe, shaping an artist's reputation within minutes. Her journey serves as a reminder that while talent can open doors, maintaining a career often requires careful balance between authenticity, communication, and public perception. Tisha Campbell. Tisha Campbell became one of the most recognizable faces in 1990s television, thanks to her role as Gina Waters on the hit sitcom Martin. Born in Oklahoma in 1968 and raised in New Jersey, Campbell began performing as a child. By the late 1980s, she had already appeared in films like School Days and television shows such as Rags to Riches. Her natural comedic timing and energetic personality helped her stand out in both music and acting. When Martin premiered in 1992, it quickly became one of the most popular sitcoms on television. The series, starring comedian Martin Lawrence, followed the humorous lives of a Detroit radio host and his friends. Campbell's portrayal of Gina, smart, confident, and often the voice of reason, made her a fan favorite. For several seasons, the show dominated ratings and helped shape Black television culture during the decade. However, behind the scenes, serious conflict developed during the show's later seasons. In 1997, Campbell filed a lawsuit against Martin Lawrence and the production team, alleging inappropriate behavior and harassment on set. The legal action created intense media attention and dramatically affected the production of the series. As a result of the dispute, Campbell refused to appear in scenes with Lawrence during the final episodes. In many of the show's last episodes, her character was filmed separately from the rest of the cast. The tension ultimately contributed to the series ending after its 5th season. Although the lawsuit was later settled privately, the controversy temporarily affected Campbell's career and public reputation. Some fans were divided about the situation, while others focused on the sudden end of one of television's most beloved sitcoms. Despite this difficult chapter, Campbell continued acting and eventually rebuilt her career. She later starred in the successful sitcom My Wife and Kids, alongside Damon Wayans, proving that her comedic talent remained strong. Tisha Campbell's story demonstrates how conflicts behind the camera can have a powerful impact on careers in Hollywood. Yet it also shows that resilience can help performers move forward, even after highly publicized controversies. Her ability to return to television success highlights the importance of perseverance in an industry where challenges often unfold in the public eye. The stories we've explored today show just how unpredictable fame can be. One mistake, one controversy, or one difficult moment can change how the world sees someone almost instantly. But they also remind us that celebrities are human beings who face pressure, criticism, and personal struggles just like anyone else. Some of these actresses rebuilt their lives. Others continued fighting for their voices to be heard, and their journeys still spark important conversations about fame, accountability, and redemption. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think these careers were truly ruined, or were these women judged too harshly? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Black Excellence Legends for more stories that celebrate resilience, truth, and the real lives behind the spotlight.